KD became a problem when he joined an MVP, unanimous, arguably one of the 2 or 3 greatest shooting guards, the 2 best shooters on a team at one particular time in NBA history, and Draymond Green. That's when KD became a problem. That's not to diminish KD, but to say, oh, LeBron, Skip, things happen. You remember in the 91 finals when James Worthy and Byron Scott blew their hamstrings out? I guess Michael Jordan felt really confident that he was going to win the title that year. Or what about when Kevin Love and Kyrie? I guess Steph Curry felt real confident. Man, stop it, Skip. Things like this happen. Injuries happen. I don't think LeBron went to see, oh, man, this is my year. Ooh, I better get this thing done now because KD coming back next year. You don't think like that. You just think, hey, this is an opportunity for me. I know what I have. I got AD. Obviously, Skip, AD is new. You got to try to integrate him. Frank Vogel, new head coach. They got new pieces also. But to just think, oh, KD, that's why LeBron is feeling confident. LeBron is feeling confident because he's immensely talented. He knows the work that he puts into this. And so he says, you know what? With my God-given ability, the work that I put in, I should be able to take that to the court and capitalize on it. He's not thinking about KD, just like KD is not thinking about LeBron now. KD's like, I'm going to make sure this Achilles is healthy. Seems Commissioner Silver, Adam Silver says they're thinking something around January 2020, and they're looking to play a full complement of games, 82. So for me, Skip, this is a whole bunch of, man, this is ridiculous. I don't get it. Everybody tries to take their shot at LeBron. Oh, LeBron he's feeling real confident. When has LeBron not felt confident?
When he had to play the Spurs every year?
He had to play, when? He felt real good.
Yeah, did he?
Yeah.
When Ray Allen saved him?
Oh, my goodness. There you go with that.
Well, he got blown off the floor by a record finals margin by the Spurs. You think he's feeling real confident that year? I don't.
So he went into the season, said, man, whew, after they had just beat the Spurs, I sure hope I don't face the Spurs. Stop it, Skip. Portland was picked over the Lakers.
I didn't. I said sweep. So this is my point of view, and I called it a mismatch and a joke. And it should have been, you know it, and I know it. And then Damian got hurt, and he was gone for the last couple of games, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then here comes Houston. Houston wins game 1. I'm thinking this is going to be a battle.
Yeah.
And then it's 1-1, and Mike D'Antoni in the off day talks about, hey, Daniel House is as improved as any player in the league. He has become one of the better players in the league, said Mike D'Antoni a few hours before the bubble burst. And you know what happened in his room up in the hotel. And that was the end of him, and that was the end of the Rockets. Easiest path ever to a ring.
Stop this, Skip.
Then here come the Nuggets, and they're down 3-1 to Kawhi Leonard, one of the 2 men who can be kryptonite to LeBron James. Kawhi Leonard's team.
Skip, he beat him one time.
But they had 16-point lead, a 19-point lead, and a 12-point lead in 3 straight closeouts.
So how mentally tough is Kawhi?
They could not overcome the Nuggets.
Whoa.
I'll never get over it.
So that should be a mental flaw. Hold on, you say LeBron James is the mentally weakest superstar. Kawhi gave up 19 or 16 and a 15-point lead. So how mentally tough is he?
Looking ahead to LeBron. We got that. We got
so
that. From game 1, they're looking ahead to LeBron.
So that's a mental weakness. You're not able to focus on the task at hand. You're talking about something tomorrow when you need to focus on today. Skip, KD is KD. But to think LeBron James said, oh, this is my opportunity. Skip, things have happened. We've seen Magic Johnson. Remember when 89, was that 89? It was 89 when he hurt his hamstring against the Pistons.
I was there.
I was like, Skip, guys don't think like that.
So then what happens? There's no Kawhi Leonard, and here comes...
There was Kawhi. Kawhi played.
Huh?
Kawhi had his opportunity.
No, but you didn't have to deal with it.
No.
You got off the hook.
Whoa. So let me ask you a question. Would you have said the same thing? Would you have said this is the easiest path for Kawhi if LeBron had got knocked out by Portland or Houston? Absolutely not.
But nobody calls Kawhi the GOAT.
Yo, you do. You said he was the best player. Everybody keeps talking about, well, Kawhi should be considered as the great player because he would have he got 2 finals, 2 different teams. He was the MVP, although he was the 4th option. Let that sink in. Everybody knows at the time he was the 4th option. It went, whether you say it was Parker, Ginobili, Duncan, Ginobili, Parker, or whomever. Kawhi was the 4th option.
Okay. But
Now,
he did guard LeBron.
yeah, he guarded LeBron for 28, 7, and 8. Man, he did an unbelievable job.
He did, actually.
Unbelievable job at 27, 8, and 8. 27, 8, and 7, my bad.
2014, he did an unbelievable job.
Wow.
He was the MVP of that finals, in part because of the defensive job.
There a lot of guys are probably, you're going to make all NBA every year if you average those numbers in the regular season against the greatest, one of the greatest wing defenders of all time. Skip, stop this. People just constantly try to take a shot at LeBron to try to minimize, because what they do if he were to win a title this year, well, Kawhi got knocked out. KD didn't play. They'll look. Nobody in the history of the game, greats, have ever been minimized. When the Rockets beat Magic and them twice, nobody said Bird dodged the bullet because he didn't have to face Magic and he faced the Rockets.
Yep.
Nobody said that when Bird and them got knocked out. Nobody said Magic dodged the bullet because such and such wasn't in it. Only LeBron James. We only do this. No, I not know we. People only do this to LeBron when he's about to win something, is that you got to try to find a way to minimize it. Why? I just want to know why we've never done this for any other superstar.
Because the facts are the facts. Who is still the best player in basketball? Who is the one nuclear weapon? It's Kevin Durant at 17.
No, he's not. Skip.
Unstoppable.
Nobody, no, only you think that. Only you and KD. And KD has a right to think that. But nobody else thinks KD is the best player in basketball currently.
In back-to-back finals, game threes, turning point game threes at LeBron's house, he took both games.
Remember in the report, he said he got upset because nobody thought he was the best player. Even though he won those finals MVP, everybody still said LeBron was the better player, because if LeBron had been with Clay and Steph and the shoes on the other foot, y'all make it seem like Kevin Durant put them up, Skip. That was a 73-9 team. They were 67-15 the year before.
Who was the best player on the team?
Skip.
Kevin Durant. Who did they call? What do you always tell the story of? Draymond went crying into the parking lot after LeBron and company came from 3-1 down to beat them. Please come save us.
Yes. Can I ask you a question? If LeBron James had teamed up with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, who would have been the best player on the team?
LeBron would.
Okay, then. So what you're saying?
Okay, but KD was above LeBron. He was playing at a higher level than LeBron.
If he was playing on the high level, why he go join them then? Why he go join them?
Because he wanted to get away from Russell Westbrook and go win his rings. He was in his 10th
He
season.
went to the, hold on. Miami had offers on the table. There were other teams that had offers. He went to the one team that was already in place. 73-9. They won 73 games.
They did.
They won 67 the year before. Skip, don't do that.
Maximize his chances to win.
Exactly.
Did he do it? Who was the finals MVP? Kevin Durant.
Let me ask you a question. To maximize his chances to beat who? Since you want to talk, Michael Red, who did Kevin Durant want to maximize his chances to beat?
Obviously.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And not obviously. People forget that Kevin Durant is still actually an active player.
Skip.
He's not there.
Skip.
He teamed up with the guy who made the shot that won LeBron his ring.
We had the block.
Kyrie.
Skip. So one shot. So all those moments, LeBron averaged more points, more rebounds and assists throughout their entirety. And so now it's just one shot. So we're going to forget about the block. The greatest block in the history of the game. The greatest block.
Bicycle to JR. He was the one who started it.
We just saw Kawhi Leonard block. Danny Green just blocked Powell Millsap in game 2. Just like Kawhi did. Didn't he?
I don't really care.
Yeah, you do.
All I care is there's no Kevin Durant, and that's why I was pushing. I think Kevin Durant was healthy enough, Kyrie was healthy enough to join that Brooklyn team right here, right now, and make a run in these playoffs, and your man would be shaking in his shoes right now.
My man is worried about the Denver Nuggets. He's not worried about Brooklyn. He's not worried about Kevin Durant. He's not worried about anything but the Denver Nuggets. Those are the most important. Jamal Murray, Yoch, Jeremy Grant, Millsap, those guys, Gary Harris Jr., Michael Porter Jr., those are the most important men in LeBron James.
The basketball gods just said, let there be LeBron.
I mean,
here, LeBron, just here, we will hand you your ring. What's I lost my watch.
See, that's what you get.
No.
See, that's what you get. You know the man upstairs. You keep telling me God gonna strike us down.
I know what time it is.
No, God.
Yep.
See, I keep telling you, Skip, you keep on talking blasphemy about King James.
Yep.
You see what happened? Your watch come off.
The truth.
Your watch come off.
And I know it.
No, I don't know nothing.
Yep. If Kevin Durant were here, it would be a whole different story. If Kawhi were here, it's a whole different story.
Kawhi was there.
Look at what the odds makers did. They made the Clippers 8.5-point favorites every game against Denver until the last game. Your team is 6-point favorites in each of these games. What does that tell you?
It tells me
the odds makers are saying the Clippers were just better than the Lakers. Everybody knew it, and you got so lucky.
So
you escaped.
think about what you're saying. The odds makers every game had the Clippers as 8-point favorites, and the Nuggets bounced their butt. So what does that tell you about the odds makers? Obviously, they don't know what the hell they're talking about, because if you keep installing somebody's 8-point favorite and they get beat 3 straight times.
Yep, because they're human and they're looking ahead to LeBron. That's all they wanted was LeBron.
That's a mental weakness.
They didn't want Joker. They didn't want Jamal.
Hold on. Skip. All you got to do is you take care of your business. I take care of my business. We gonna meet. Somebody took care of their business, and the other team was worried about my business. See, you in my business. Why you worried about what I got in my stew? Eat your stew, and then we gonna have an opportunity to compare stews at the end of the day.
Congratulations, you are 4-6 in the finals.
We end up.